What's going on, guys? We're live. I've got breaking news for you guys regarding Donald Trump and this assassination attempt that took place just hours, actually just hours ago, but only a few minutes into Donald Trump's rally speech, which was taking place in Butler, Pennsylvania. Former President Donald Trump was rushed off the stage with blood dripping from his face after some gunshots rang out at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. One spectator at the rally unfortunately did not make it, and there are two others that are in serious condition. Now, guys, I provided you guys with an update as soon as I got news of it, got wind of it, and I actually have a very significant update that I want to provide to you guys, and I think you're going to find a lot of value in this one. And I want, by the time we're done with this discussion tonight, I want you to tell me if you think that this was planned, or what you actually think was the reason for this, because there's some critical information that I'm going to be sharing with you guys tonight that's really going to make you scratch your head and say, hey, I I have my own assessment, my own assumptions. I'm going to share that shortly thereafter. There's a video I want to share with you guys. And when you hear from the bystander that was there to warn authorities of what he was seeing, I think that they just completely ignored it, and this could have been entirely prevented. Anyway, guys, if you haven't already, please take a second, hit the like button for the video. When you do, it just shares this video out to more people. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and for sharing these videos. So really quick here, Donald Trump unfortunately was shot in the ear. Quote, this evening, we had what we are calling an assassination attempt against our former president, Donald Trump. This actually came from an FBI special agent in charge. Trump said he was hit in the ear, and an email sent out late Saturday night from his campaign team quoted him saying, "I will never surrender." So big shout out and a huge, my blessings, prayers go out to President Trump and his family. And unfortunately, my thoughts and prayers also go out to one of the spectators that unfortunately got hit in the crossfire there, who did not make it. Secret Service spokesman Anthony Giuliani said in a statement that the suspected shooters, who officials confirmed is dead, fired multiple shots toward the stage at approximately 6:15. He said that the shooter was in an elevated position right outside the rally. Now, what I'm going to share with you guys today, I'm going to show you guys a map. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and share this with you guys right now. Hopefully you guys can see. Let me see. Am I sharing? Let me see. Stop sharing. Let me present the, let me show you this map here, because this is going to be really helpful. Hopefully you guys can see. You guys can see. Please let me know. But so number one, this is, if you guys can kind of make it out, this is a Secret Service sniper, I believe. Whatever it is, this guy, he is actually protecting Donald Trump. He's trying to protect Donald Trump here. Okay. Hope you guys are able to see that. All right. Because I don't know if my mouth shows up on the screen. Anyway, here you have Donald Trump. He's presenting at the rally. This is about 10 seconds before shots ring out. Okay. Now, keep in mind the proximity of Donald Trump here on the stage. You see all the spectators here. And then there's a sniper on the rooftop here. Okay. Keep that in mind. Now, what I want you guys to look at is this map here. So essentially, you had Donald Trump on stage here, and then you had the sniper that I was pointing to here. So this gives you a good idea, good proximity between the sniper who's behind Donald Trump, who's protecting him, and Trump being on stage. And then over here, all this green over here, where all of the bystanders were standing. I hope you guys, I don't know if you guys are, okay, cool. If you guys are able to see and hear me okay, comment in the chat. That way I know you guys are good. Thank you. What's going on, Nana's Crochet Corner? What's going on, Catalia? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, awesome. I need more people in here hitting the like button and letting me know if you can hear me. Okay, so now that we have the snipers and Trump identified here on the map, keep in mind this building over here where the white arrow is pointing. This is where the shooter was. Okay. Now, notice the distance between Trump and the shooter. Okay. Now, obviously, you can't really tell, how many feet, yards, whatever. But what I'm going to show you is a witness who was basically not able to get into, front row seat to see Donald Trump, but he was over in this vicinity here, and he actually watched the sniper trying to climb up onto the roof to get into position. And it appears as though, based on what the bystander has indicated, he tried to warn police, authorities, Secret Service, I don't know who he tried to warn, that there was a sniper getting up on the roof. Now, if you see here, this is the this red building over here, this red rooftop appears to be what has been identified here in this in this scale, in this map here. So this witness here was interviewed shortly after this assassination attempt, and he explains what has taken place and how he tried to prevent it. And what we're seeing here is a complete disgrace. How they allowed this to happen. The shooter, according to him, was about 50 feet away from him. Okay. How they managed to just completely ignore the fact that he's pointing for like a couple of minutes, pointing to this shooter who's like, kind of like in military crawling style, trying to get in position. He's able to see the guy's rifle, and ultimately, we kind of all know what happened. But you need to hear directly from him his account of this. Take a listen.
You weren't inside the event, but you were just outside. Tell us what you saw.
So we had a party here all day. You can see behind us the Brinkles Farming Greenhouse here. We had a party, and we all decided, hey, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees out there under the shade, and watch and listen to the rally. Right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea. But we noticed the guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, and we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely.
50 feet away, guys. Keep in mind that distance, 50 feet away from the shooter.
We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And
this almost reminds me of like January 6th. It's like the warnings are here. Here you have the gentleman who's standing here. He's a bystander pointing out this problem. And it's like, look, guys, we already know that this is a very high profile situation. Your job is to secure the president. And my question now is, why weren't Secret Service on every rooftop?
Next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for 2 or 3 minutes.
Secret 2 or 3 minutes, guys. 2 or 3 minutes.
I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this, and next thing you know, 5 shots rang out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service.
We were telling the police. We were pointing at them for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way that the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here?
So the moment that this bystander in Pennsylvania has identified and pointed out to authorities, to police, that, hey, you need to look at this guy on the roof, he's been letting them know for 2 or 3 minutes, and they're not doing anything. They're not having Donald Trump pause the speech. They're not having someone immediately investigate what's going on over there. They're not even like radioing to the other sniper who's on Donald Trump's side here. Why aren't they radioing to this guy to say, hey, take a look at what's going on over here? We've got a Trump supporter letting us know that, you know, there's some suspicious activity going on this rooftop. You know, put your scopes over here and make sure that everything's okay until we can get authorities to climb up on the roof and validate. You know, there's so many things that could have been done, and it's like, oh my God, like, was this a setup? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense how they could have ignored these massive warnings. Unbelievable. I mean, I can't be the only one who thinks this.
Here. I mean, this is not a big place.
Did you see? I mean, obviously, everyone when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay.
Just be careful.
Yeah, we gotta make sure this guy doesn't do anything too crazy.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
Wow.
Incredibly shocking.
The guy was on the roof right there. You can see the white roof.
The white roof. Okay. So the white roof corresponds to this image that we have here. Okay. So this sounds like this could have been prevented. I mean, according to this guy, he was letting authorities know and pointing to him for 2 or 3 minutes, and they just ignored all warnings. Like, what in the actual world is going on here?
Look at him. Could you?
I no, other than he was in muted colors, tan type clothing. We saw the rifle flinging around as he was trying to crawl. I mean, we saw the rifle, 100%.
Do you know about guns? Do you know what kind of weapon it was?
Oh, I absolutely know about guns for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's a rifle.
Wow. This guy should have been able to see, and I don't know, you know, the elevations and whatnot. I don't know if this rooftop here was higher or lower than the rooftop that he's pointing to over here. But the simple fact of the matter is that 2 or 3 minutes, guys, I mean, come on. There was plenty of time to get some eyeballs on there, to get boots on the ground over to where this situation was, had been identified. So, by the way, this is my Twitter page, guys. Make sure you go over here and follow me on Twitter. I post stuff all the time, and I repost things that I think are important, that I want my community to be aware of. But yeah, this is the world we're living in here, guys. I wanted to give you guys this update here because I wonder if mainstream media is going to cover this, because this really kind of highlights this really highlights the fact that I think that this could have been prevented. You guys let me know if you think this could have been prevented. What's going on, Catalia? I see you. What's going on, Mimi? Yeah, this is pretty horrible. This is pretty hard, but and unfortunately, this could have been prevented. Why was the perimeter not wide enough to cover all of the rooftops? The man said that he had been holding a party near the rally and decided to get closer to the perimeter in order to listen to Donald Trump speak when he spotted the shooter. The witness says he managed to get the attention of the police and the Secret Service members, and that he then began pointing at the shooter on the roof to let law enforcement intervene. Neither police nor Secret Service could see the shooter from where they were standing, the witness says. So you would think that they would have gone over to investigate. After several minutes, the man on the rooftop opened fire. Almost immediately thereafter, the Secret Service managed to return fire and kill the shooter. So it's like, man, y'all sure did return fire pretty quickly. And here's the other thing. How many of you guys remember when Donald Trump was at the golf course about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks, and there was I don't know if it was a hidden camera or something like that, but Donald Trump was sitting on the golf cart, and basically somebody was recording him saying some very candid words, dropped the F-bomb a couple of times, talking about how, you know, during the debate, Donald Trump basically destroyed President Biden so badly that he's probably going to end up dropping out of the race. He also said some pretty colorful words about Kamala Harris. And this was recorded while Donald Trump was on the golf course. Clearly, Donald Trump had no idea that he was being recorded. And so my question is, who had access to be that close to Donald Trump to be able to record him secretly without, I'm assuming this was without his permission. Because I'm wondering, is there a leak? Is there a mole in Donald Trump's Secret Service? I'm just wondering here, guys. I mean, we have to put the pieces together ourselves because they're not going to do that for us. So I just wanted to share this, you know, update on the shooting that took place at Donald Trump's rally, because this is breaking news, guys. And this story will continue to develop. Like I said, I actually heard from my brother-in-law. He was telling me how the Simpsons had made a very scary prediction about Donald Trump this year. And all I can say, if you guys haven't heard about the Simpsons prediction, look into that. All I can say, though, about the Simpsons prediction, I just hope it doesn't come true. So if you guys know what I'm talking about, you can comment down below. But if you haven't already, please take a second, hit the like button for the video. Appreciate the support, you guys, as always. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next one.